What's up? Joe here again. Dent Evo, getting up close and personal with you in this classic Cowie 1985 Eliminator fuel tank. Okay, so we've got a little restoration to do on this Kawasaki, and I've already assessed that we can safely obtain access and leverage. So now we're going to see how much it'll cost. So we start by entering all the relevant information into the Price of Dent app. Including the metal type, in this case it's steel, and we consider the condition of the paint. Using LED lighting, we measure the size of the dent, and we factor in the approximate depth. This one will be 281.25. Okay, let's figure out the rest of these so we can get to work already. So my client was very adamant about saving the original paint on his tank, and he would touch up the existing scratches after we finished straightening out the dents. Uh-oh, what's this? We've got a bubble. Okay, so this is where our job gets really tricky. This tank has been hit so hard that the paint has literally separated from the metal, creating an air gap, or bubble. And this is why the assessment process is so important. Properly breaking down the repair dent by dent allows us to identify hidden risks like this bubble, and essentially gives us a roadmap on how we are ultimately going to perform the repair. After informing our client of the risk of further paint damage, he decided to have me proceed anyway. I in turn would take extreme caution and mitigate risk as much as possible by using gentle heat and very careful pushes. Now let's finish this estimate. Once again, adding the individual size and the depth. So on this 1-inch deep and sharp dent, cost is $277.50. Now finally, let's add in these last 4. These were also a little deep, but my client was less concerned about them than the first 2, seeing as they would be hidden behind the front end of the motorcycle. And considering he was getting so much done, I factored them as standard small dings. So there's our total, $1242.50. A far cry from a $75 dent popper, but if you want it done right, then this is how it's done. And now it's time to get to work. So there it is, the finished product. A keen eye may catch the slightest distortion in the reflection of the high-def LED, but man, you really gotta look hard for it. And remember that little cluster of dings near those paint flaws? They're gone. That paint bubble is technically still there, but there's just less of it, simply because we moved the metal back into place, closing the gap between the steel and the finish. I know our client is going to be really jazzed about retaining his beautifully original pearlescent red paint, and I'm really jazzed to share our process with you. I hope you enjoyed watching. Until next time.